Volunteer March, the national anthem of the People's Republic of China, a strong and a great country. Beijing, culture, 5-star red flag, and the President Xi Jinping. Army, 5,000 years culture history, but the country only has 72 years old. What type of stories and secret they have? "1921, big year for China. People find out that communism is pretty cool, and it's pretty good. It's just like a ring. When you hear it, it sounds pretty good. And when you walk into it, it is even better! And we got the CCP, Chinese Communist Party. And they are really cool, just like Russia. 10 years later, Japan started to attack China. It was in Dongbei. They only used 100 days. 6 years later, China and Japan started a formal war. 1941, US joined the war. I mean, I don't know why would Japan attack US, but I guess that's okay. 1945, Japan surrendered. 1946 to 1949, Chinese Communist Party started a war with Chinese Nationalist Party, which was a Kuomintang of the Republic of China at that time. For the result, I guess everybody know CCP won. 1949, October 1st, the founding of the People's Republic of China, which is what the Chinese call the founding of New China.
毛泽东庄严宣布：
人民共和国中央人民政府今天成立了。
After the founding of New China, has everything become new? Yes, but not all in the good way. For some parts, it is even worse. Like for the Chinese traditional culture, we lost all of it. President Mao is a brave and a smart man. He was the first president of People's Republic of China. But something he did were actually really questionable. CCP want people in China learn more about communists. So they decided to let people only read about book that is about communist. If it's not about communist, then it's trash. So we lost a bunch of the great books and articles in China, and a lot of great traditional culture in China. China is a place that has over 5,000 years history. At the Tang Dynasty, China was also the world's largest culture and business center. We had a lot of art and science creature. The 4 great inventions: gunpowder, compass, paper making, and a movable type printing. Those amazing stuff were all made by Chinese, but they are all just history. We did lost a lot of traditional culture in history, but there is also a lot that we didn't lose. The Journey to the West is a really good book that we didn't lost in history. That is a very good book. I can say that book almost represents the imagination of ancient China. The Journey to West is also become a TV show in 1986. It could be the one of the best TV show that China has ever made. It was talk about a monk went to the West, which was India, I believe, and to learn and bring back the knowledge of Buddha to China. On his journey to West, he met his 3 disciples. One of them is really famous, called Sun Wukong, aka Monkey King. For CCP, not everything's bad. Something I have to say, if there's no CCP, China won't be this good today. Nobody knows if there's no CCP, would China become better or worse today? The Chinese government did something really impressive. For example, the construction of the country, the research of new technologies, and the development of military. Military is a big part. For example, Air Force. Since the Korean War, China's Air Force has always been developing. Right now, China has the second most powerful Air Force in the world. There are many excellent aircraft. J-10, J-11, J-15, J-16, and J-20. These aircrafts are the main combat power of the Chinese Air Force today. J-10, the fourth generation fighter, entered service in 2005. The jet with single engine, designed and built in Chengdu. J-20, the fifth generation fighter, entered service in 2017, has two engines and just switched to the Chinese own engine, WS-10 engine. The fighter is also designed and built in Chengdu. By the way, there are only 3 fifth generation fighters in the world: F-22, F-35, and J-20. F-22 and F-35 are both owned by America. J-20 is built by China. J-11, J-15, and J-16. Beautiful planes. But look at that. Su-27 designed by the Sukhoi company in Russia. Sukhoi designed Su-27 in the last century, the 70s. Su-27 was a great fourth generation fighter. Compared with F-15 and F-16 from US, Su-27 is still a really good aircraft. It has a very good shape. Just give it good mobility. For China, I know that Russia helped China at that time, and China just started to building the new generation fighter, and most parts from plane came from Russia. But still, for these planes, I can't say that China copied Russia, but they are literally the same stuff. China didn't even change the shape of the plane. They only changed the avionics system for the planes. I mean, is that a change? It's just like you copied homework from your friend, and you always gonna change some steps, but finally your teacher is still gonna find out that you copied your friend's homework. Okay, however, to be fair, China's development is obvious to all. Whatever is in the military, technology, or construction of the country. Maybe they're not the strongest yet, but they are working on it. China is just like a rising star in the east. Thanks for watching.